This is my router. I'd like to show you how it works. If you take a look here, I have a blade in here. It's called a square cut blade because it's flat. And if you look this way, you'll see how far down I'm cutting. Not very much, about a 1/16 or an 1/8 of an inch. I'd like to show you quickly how this works. This would be how I would cut a hinge out with this. This is over 8,000 RPMs and very loud. Okay, now that bit took out quite a bit. Now if I want to square these corners up, I would swap over to another type of bit. Over here on the table, I pulled out some of my bits to show you, but to square it out, I'd go to a much smaller bit like this one, or if I really want precision, I go to a very small one. I'd like to talk to you more about some of these bits. These are all gouging bits. These bits here are for decoration and like lettering. These are edge bits. You see right here is where the wood would move along the edge here, and same with this one. And this one actually belongs over in this category. And these are the most expensive kind of bits. They have a ball bearing on the end of the bit. These 3 bits cost more than the router itself. These are very inexpensive bits, anywhere from $5 to $10 each. The same with these, they're all $5 to $10 bits. But it's easy to see that I have more money invested in bits than I do in the router. I'll show you how quick to change this. Most routers have a lock right here. First thing I'd like to do is unplug my router, so I don't have problems with it. So then there's a lock, and you turn it to where it locks. And you hold that, and you take the wrench, and you break it loose. And then just pull the bit out like this. And I'm going to go to an edge kind of a bit here to show you how that works. Like that. Tighten it up again. Now, I'm going to set the depth. If you look along here, you'll see that the bit isn't working at all. All routers have different ways of setting the depth. Oh, like this. Now, look at it's got a numbering system here, so I can get a precision depth set right here. And then I'll lock that back in again. Now, before I start, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be cutting a little bit of an edge off, and it's going to roll on that ball bearing on my stock here. There we go again. Oh, what would help if I plug it in? That's part of the safety here, too safe. Never hurts. Now I'm going to cut deeper by changing the level of the bit. Now I'm going to unlock it here and just turn the turnstile here. Look at, see how I'm going down deeper here? A little more right there. It's coming. That's about a maximum. I'm just showing you different. Now I'm going to cut part of this to show you the same spot. Of course, keep my plug in. Okay, Ready? I made a beautiful quarter round cut right into that piece of lumber there. Like I say, with these router bits, you can get different type of artwork on these. I'd like to show you some other bits now. And I'm going to start changing these here. I'm unplugged, of course, which is almost a necessity. Now, I'm going to go do a little bit of digging. Try one of these bits here. I'm going to change the depth again here each time. Show you what I get here. These are like carving bits. They're really nice for lettering. Okay. I'm very shallow on this one. I'm going to use the same bit. Now I'm going to lower it to make it a little deeper. Okay. That's double the depth. Okay, let's change to another bit here. Again. You gotta be careful because if you use them a lot, they're gonna be too hot to touch with your hands. I'm just giving an overview of some of these bits and how versatile a router can be. Now, here's a nice carving tool too. You got to make sure this is nice and tight because these things tend to spin at an extremely high rate of speed. Okay, look, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring that bit down to where I can use it by just turning it. And again, I'm going to show you two cuts on this. A little tiny cut to start with, like this. And now I can plug in. Gotta make sure you're holding it because sometimes you leave the switch on. Okay. I've gone down about 1/8 of an inch, almost a quarter. Now I'm going to show you the same bit. What a dramatic difference it can make when you lower it down. Now watch, this is a much bigger cut right here. Same bit, we'll just have a different character to this. Look at how deep this is. You can't even tell they're the same bit. Okay, I'd like to change bits again. Like I say, you got to be careful so they're not hot. And that's already hot. That bit's burning, of course. It doesn't matter to me, but a lot of times we're inside people's houses and their darn smoke detectors go off immediately. Okay, now I'd like to show you a precision bit. See how little this bit is? It depends what you're trying to accomplish. Put that in there and tighten it up. And there are times, applications for every single one of these bits. Here where we can use it. Right about there. Power up again. That's a nice little cut there. It's full of sawdust, but these things cut very clean. Like I say, it all depends what you're trying to accomplish. I'm just showing you several of the bits here. Let's change bits again. Okay, let me show you one of my fancier bits. This is an edge bit again. If you remember, I said this has a ball bearing on the end of it. These bits are very expensive, $30 to $50 each, depending on what you're buying them for. Okay, this is set kind of nice here, right there. I'm just gonna show you it working again. I've got a beautiful groove here, depending on what you're using this for. And then I'd like to show you a more of a different kind of bit again. This is another very expensive bit, and it's also kind of an edge digger. And this will be the last bit I'm showing you today. Notice again, here it has a ball bearing on the end here. This is a square cut, and of course, plug in every time. Believe me. You want to unplug these things because you don't want to be holding a router bit when it's going. Okay. That's another beautiful cut, depending what you're using this for. And the last thing I want to show you is I have a container for my router and router bits. So I always put everything away, try to keep track of these things here. Very easy like this. And then lastly, I put my router in there like this. And zip up and off I am to the next job. And I know that I've got all my bits with me. And I have my wrench with me. I never have to look for it because everything's in here.